415 चीटिंग। CHEATING चीटिंग। CHEATING cheating, whoever by deceiving any person. Deceiving, deceiving any person fraudulently or dishonestly induce the person so deceive to deliver any property to any person, or to consent that any person shall restrain any property or intentionally induce the person so deceive to do or omit to do anything which he would not do or omit if he were not be deceived, and which act or omission cause or is likely to cause damage or harm to that person in body, mind, reputation, or property said to be cheat. Explanation of dishonestly consignment of the fact is in a dispense within the meaning of this section. Meaning of this section. Meaning of this section. 416 cheating by personois. Personois हो गया, person is said to be cheat by personoisin. Personoisin if he cheat by the perpetrating to be some of the other person, or knowingly substitute one person for another. 417 punishment for cheating. 417 हो गया punishment for cheating. 418 cheating with knowledge that wrongful loss may ensue to person whose interest offender is bound to be protect. बाउंड टू बी प्रोटेक्ट हो गया, बाउंड टू बी प्रोटेक्ट, बाउंड टू बी क्या होगा, प्रोटेक्ट हो गया, बाउंड टू बी प्रोटेक्ट। 425 हो गया मिसचीफ, हु एवर विद इंटेंट टू कोज और नोइंग that he is likely to cause wrongfully loss or damage to the public or to any person, cause the destruction of any property, cause the destruction of any property or any such change in any property or in the situation thereof as destroy or diminish its value or utility or affect it injurious comment or mischief. Injurious comment mischief हो गया, injurious comment or mischief explanation number. It is not essential to the offense of the mischief that the offender should intend to cause loss or damage to the owner of the property injured or in destroyed. Injured or destroyed full stop. It is sufficient he is intend to cause or knowing that he is likely to cause wrongful loss or damage to any person by injury any property whether it belong to that person or not. Explanation number 2. Mischief may be committed by in act affecting property belong to the person who commit the act over to that person and other jointly हो गया। 426 पनिशमेंट फॉर मिसचीफ। 426 हो गया पनिशमेंट फॉर मिसचीफ। 441 क्रिमिनल ट्रांसपास, whoever enter into or upon property in the possession of the another with intent to commit in offense or to enactment insult हो गया, inanimate insult or annoy any person in possession of such property हो गया, possession of such property हो गया। 442 हाउस ट्रांसपास। चैप्टर नंबर 18 में क्या होगा, चैप्टर नंबर 18 में ऑफ ऑफेंस रिलेटेड टू द डॉक्यूमेंट एंड टू प्रॉपर्टी मार्क्स। 463 फोर्जरी, FORGERY फोर्जरी। 463 हो गया फोर्जरी, हु एवर मेक एनी फॉल्स document or false electronic record or part of a document or electronic record with intent to cause damage or injury. Damage or injury to the public or to any person, or to sports any claim or title, or title or to cause any person to part with property or to enter into any experience or applied contract or with intent to commit fraud or other fraud may be commit forgery, commit forgery हो गया, commit forgery comment. The basic element of the forgery are the making of false document or part of it, and such making should be with such intention as to specified in the section. Specified in the section हो गया सुशील सूरी वर्सी सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन. सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन फोर्जरी में क्या होगा? सुशील सूरी वर्सेस सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन. 464 मेकिंग ए फॉल्स डॉक्यूमेंट. 464 हो गया मेकिंग ए फॉल्स डॉक्यूमेंट. ए पर्सन इज सेड टू मेक ए false document or false electronic record who dishonestly or fraudulently a make, sign, seal or execute a document or part of a document, make or transmit an electronic record or part of the any electronic record. Any electronic record हो गया, any electronic record. 465 हो गया punishment for forgery. Whoever commit forgery shall be punished with imprisonment for neither description for a term which may be extended to 2 years or with fine with both. Fine with both हो गया. Classification offense. Punishment imprisonment for 2 years or fine with both. Non cognizable, bailable, trial by magistrate of the first class, non compoundable हो गया. Non compoundable. 497 adultery. Whoever has sexual intercourse with a person who is and whom he knows or has reason to believe to be the wife of another man, without the consent or convenience of that man, such sexual intercourse not mounting to be offense of the rape, is guilty of the offense of the adultery. And shall be punished with imprisonment of neither description for a term which may extend to 5 years or with fine or with both. Full stop. In such case the wife shall not be punishable as in abdor. Classification of the offense हो गया punishment imprisonment for 5 years or fine or both. Non cognizable, bailable, trial by the magistrate of the first class, compoundable by husband of the woman. State amended हो गया only man can be pursued against the punishment for the offense of the adultery of section expressly हो गया. वी किलानी वर्सेस स्टेट 2011. किलानी वर्सेस स्टेट 2011. Cruelty by the husband or relative of the husband. 498 husband or relative of the husband of the woman subjecting to her cruelty हो गया. उसके बाद हो गया चैप्टर नंबर 21 ऑफ डेफिमेशन. सेक्शन नंबर 499 डेफिमेशन. whoever by word either spoken or intend to be read or by signing or by visual representation make or publish any imputation concerning any person intend to the harm or knowing or having reason to be believed that such imputation with harms the reputation of such person is said except in the case hereinafter expected to defaming to that person. Explanation number 1. It may mount to defamation to impute anything to a degrees person if the imputation would harm the reputation of that person if living and is intended to be hurtful to the feeling of this family or other near relative. Explanation number two, it may be mount to defamation to make in amputation concerning a company or in association or collection of the person as such. Full stop. Explanation number three, amputation in the form of the alternative or express ironically may mount to be defamation. Explanation number four, no amputation is said to be harm a person reputation unless that amputation directly or indirectly in the estimation of the other lower the moral or intellectual character of that person or lower the character of that person in respect of this caste or by this calling or lower the credit of that person or causing it to be believed that the body of that person is in a clothesome state in a state generally considered as a disgracefully disgracefully हो गया. Third exception, conduct of any person touching any public question. Four exception, publication of the report of the proceeding of the court. Fifth exception, merit of case decided in court or conduct of the witness or other concealed. Under sixth exception, merit of the public performance. हो गया. Seventh exception, censure pass in good faith by the person having lawful authority over another. Authority over eight exception, accusation prefer to good faith for the authorized person. Nine, amputation made in good faith by the person for the protection of this or other interest. This or other interest हो गया. और another interest हो गया. 500 punishment for defamation. 500 क्या हो गया? Punishment for defamation. Whoever defame another shall be punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may be extended to 2 years with fine or with both. Fine or with both हो गया. 501, printing or inverage matter known to be defamatory. Known to be defamatory हो गया. Known to be defamatory of criminal intimidation. Of criminal intimidation, insult or annoyance. Insult or annoyance. 503, criminal intimidation. Whoever threat another with any injury to this person, reputation or property, or to the person or reputation of anyone in who that person is interested with intent to cause alarm to that person or to cause that person to do in act which he is not illegal bound to do or to omit to do any act which that person is legally entitled to do as the mean of the avoiding the execution of such threat commit criminal intimidation. Criminal intimidation हो गया. Explanation, a threat in ensures to the reputation. Criminal intimidation है. 504 हो गया. Insult intentionally insult with intent to revoke breach of peace हो गया. breach of peace हो गया. 505 statement conducing to public mischief हो गया. public to miss. 506 punishment for criminal intimidation. punishment for the criminal intimidation हो गया. criminal intimidation. 507 criminal intimidation for in annoyance communication. annoyance communication हो गया. annoyance communication हो गया. 510 misconduct in public by a drunken person हो गया. drunken person. chapter number 23 classification of offense यानी कि of attempt to commit offense. 511 punishment for attempting to commit offense punishable with imprisonment for life or other imprisonment. other imprisonment हो गया. other imprisonment. another imprisonment हो गया. other imprisonment हो गया. other imprisonment. अदर इम्प्रेजमेंट, मोरल गिल्टी ऑफ द इंश्योरिंग, मोरल गिल्टी और इंश्योरिंग हो गया